Hey, how you doing? It's me, Gerald Reynolds in Portland, Oregon. It's like almost 9:30 Friday night on the 14th of May. And sitting here and thinking about all the things that I do on YouTube and other places, MySpace, I think all these things. And I thought to myself, I hear a lot of the different phrases from different people. The groups have their little sound bites, and everything. And I just get irritated at the way we atheists are basically interpreted by others, mostly Christians. But because of the way the Christians interpret us, other people seem to interpret us. There's always these little things about, for instance, they'll say, well, without God, how could you have morality? How would you know it's wrong to kill? Excuse me? How could you not know it's wrong to kill? How could you not know that it's wrong to rape a woman? How could you not know? Come on, that's common sense. I don't need a God to tell me moralities, to tell me that the way I get treated is the way I want others treated. It's so simple. And then but how could you be happy? How could you have love? How could you ever be loved or know love when God is love? So without God, you couldn't have love. As if that's the only kind of love there is or something. Love for your deity? What, you Christians don't even love your wives or husbands or what? Of course I have love. Of course I can find love and happiness. And I don't have any legs. And I can still be happy. Oh, we all gotta have something to believe in. That's another one. Why? Well, why do you find it necessary? Why do you say that everybody has to have something to believe in? Is this like a forced frontal lobotomy or something? You trying to make us all schizophrenics, delusional like y'all are? That's the thing about it. Bring them down to your level so you can find them, whatever. Right? Is that what you're doing? No? Well, I don't need that either. I'm happy. I can do okay. I can love. I've loved. I've never believed in a deity. I've never worshipped a god. Even I went to Catholic school even. And here's another one. They just cannot stop believing that there's this Jesus that lived and he was the son of a god. And he did all these crazy miracles. Well, why do they keep saying that? When the miracles that he supposedly performs are basically, I don't know, if it were me, I wouldn't turn water into wine in the middle of a desert for a bunch of people to drink. First of all, I would be the son of God, and I would know that alcohol is a poison and not good for you. And there's definitely some alcoholics, definitely, in that crowd. There are where alcoholics are. Well, of course, I don't mean it really, because it's not really a true story. That's the point I'm trying to make, is that because it's such a silly story, why would you think your almighty God would have even done such a thing? If you think it's so all-powerful. And then there's another one. Well, we couldn't have all come about by accident. How did this happen by accident? No one has ever once said that the world or the universe or anything happened by accident. It's called, well, there's emergence. There's abiogenesis and emergence, because something will emerge once it gets, you put a certain amount of certain kind of chemicals together, biological chemicals, you put them together in a certain way, they can't do anything but create life. It's a natural occurrence. What's wrong with that? And how about this? Life itself wants to thrive. Look at the millions of examples of it on the earth itself. From these super hot geothermal vents, deep in parts of the ocean, the pressure is so immense, so strong that it would just crush you like a balloon. And yet there's creatures living, not just bacteria, mind you. We're talking about crabs, shrimp, fish, tube worms, 6-8 feet long, living in this real super hot, toxic water off bacteria. And then the bacteria itself, some of them are actually living on the walls inside these vents. That's amazing. So does life need this so-called Cinderella area? Apparently not. Not anymore. Cells from living matter have been found. Cells, germs actually, that were encased in ice for 20 million years. After thawing them, put light on them, I guess, whatever they did, they came back to life. They remained functional. Yes, it's a fact. 20 million years they were dormant, sitting there. Isn't that amazing? And that's what I mean. Life itself, it has to have some kind of its own intelligence. It has to have it is self-aware, right? Or it wouldn't say, I need to do this. I need to design this plant this way in order to have this example of life. Very powerful tool nature is. The mind is an amazing thing. But let me tell you, nature itself, life, as it is, wants to thrive, survive, and be self-aware. So there'd have to be some kind of intelligence behind that. Not a deity that you worship, just someone I'm talking about. That life itself has its own rudimentary intelligence. So there's your intelligent design. Well, how's that? There's your intelligent design right there. And you don't even need a god to do it. It comes naturally. Life is quite the little designer. Could you excuse me for a second? I really must do the do in the middle of my soliloquy. Hold on. A little more. Okay. And those are some of the main things I can't stand it. Christians say to you, they don't know what the problem is, but and then there's our government itself. What is wrong with? Do they want us to be a theocracy? They still allow some damn preacher to say a prayer every day before Congress starts. Stop it, for crying out loud. It is so. And they fought about the who's going to give the invocation, and they want to know what Obama's going to go, where he's going to go to church. I don't care. We don't care. We'd rather he was a total, just an atheist and admitted it, like his mom brought him up. A rational, reasonable thinking, free-thinking human being. She didn't bring him up to be religious. That's why he isn't a Muslim. Doesn't matter what his name is. Because his dad was a Muslim, so what? That poor woman got stuck with that. I mean, some of those women, she didn't know what she was doing. I guarantee I know what that was about. Because he's not in touch with his dad, I don't think. Where is he? Well, you never hear anything about him. I don't know what's up with that. But if my dad knew he was a Muslim, I know I'd be pretty weirded out. Anyway. Any religion. I just can't. It's all cult. And all those things they say, that they're just so irritating to us. The reason I'm getting on like this is because my time's almost up. They only give me 10 minutes. So in closing, if you still want to live in your unicorn world, that's fine and dandy. But let me tell you something. It's unnecessary, and I can prove your God does not exist. Next video will do that. What do you think of that?